Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. Tiger, it's about 12:30 at night. You went to bed about 10. You're nice and comfy in the chantry. You know, you had your chamomile tea. You're in your snuggly place. It's all well and good before bam, 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 bam on the door really loudly.
That reminds me, I am terribly sorry. I have been given the nightmare flaw due to events on Adam's scene, so I need to roll that. My apologies.
Take your time. La, da, 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 da.
I should probably do it in the Dublin one, not the.
That might be a plan, yeah?
It's in a place where you can see it and all. Okay, I got 3 successes.
So yes, you were in fact having a lovely sleep.
Oh. So Hyun,
Yes.
given that he has been a lot of shit's been going down, will probably just jump up immediately from his bed. He wears a pair of pajama pants to bed, and that's about it. So he'll walk over, open the door, and say, "What? What? What?"
You see this woman standing in the door looking at you, exactly as she is pictured.
Have I seen her around the chantry before?
Nope, you've never seen her before. So,
Hi.
you're Hyun.
Sorry, what'd you say?
She said, so, you're Hyun.
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, before we begin, coffee? She holds up a thermos.
No thank you.
Okay, come on. You want me to put on pants? Shirt is optional.
I have pants on, but pajama pants.
Yes, as in, we're going outdoors pants.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
On a side note, is it just in your nature to follow orders as given to you by a strange woman who you've never seen under conditions that you have absolutely no idea the causality of?
I mean, I asked your name and you didn't give it. I figured shit's going down.
Sorry, my apologies. My name is Shen Mei. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What's happening? Or do you have time to explain?
No, I have to go. I have to go smash on another door.
Okay, well, I'll change, I guess.
She will casually walk down the corridor. Actually, I should have asked. Because I've never actually done that. Kim, does your character stay in or have a room at the chantry? Many hermetics do. You don't have to.
She does, in fact, have a room at the chantry. She got one today, and there's a giant rock in the middle of the room, just by the way.
That's fair. Once again, smash, 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 smash on the door.
You hear something hit the door from the other side.
Come on, wake up. Time to be up and shiny.
You hear something else hit the door from the other side.
If it helps, there's a giant jewel that my master can't identify, and he asks for you by name. Counts to 5 mentally.
There's nothing thrown at the door this time, but you can hear shuffling.
Well, wow, he was right. I just had to say it like that. Well, it's gonna be like that today.
She answers the door, poking her head out.
Hello.
Are you gonna carry me?
If necessary.
And she opens the door, wobbles away a little bit, and puts on a jacket.
She kind of kneels down, as in piggyback time.
Woo! And she jumps on your back.
She stands up. She doesn't appear to notice the weight. As she'll walk back and she'll say, "For the record, to give the formal oh, you're wearing a shirt. Excellent. To give the formal introduction, my name is Shenmei Bonnie Viditius. I'm led to understand that you know my master, or that you're also an apprentice of my master in the case of you, Hyun. But for you, I'm led to understand your name is Minnie. Hi, Minnie.
Hey.
But for you, I am the apprentice of Magister Alexandros, and he's asked for both of your help.
Okay. Why at midnight?
I'm not well. It's because we just discovered this, and it appears to be building up power, but we don't know why.
That's worrisome. Okay.
Yeah. So, if you'd like to follow me, please.
Sure.
She leads you outside into, it's a rather pleasant night in Dublin, and just because she is totally that bitch, you will see she will walk you directly towards, ladies and gentlemen, a DeLorean.
Oh, dude, cool. I haven't seen one of those except for that really ancient movie.
So I haven't seen one of those.
She shrugs as she opens the door. For the record, in case you don't remember, DeLorean's door cracks open on the side and lifts.
Yeah, they're fucking dope.
Come on, I don't have all night. In we go.
Yeah, we clamber inside. He'll probably sit in the back. A little easier for him to get in the front.
She's very gentle with Minnie. She will very gently place her into the passenger side seat.
Yay!
But she will then proceed to close the doors and put pedal to the metal. And she'll say, I have to admit, Yun, that I was really interested to meet you. We kind of share a common background.
Oh?
In a manner of speaking, anyway.
Do you have Wolverine claws too?
No. I was, however, a technocratic prisoner for a while. She points at the facial tattoos.
I mean, I wasn't so much a prisoner from what I understand. I get what you're saying, though.
I get that. I guess that I think of anything where you have to, how to phrase it, I guess where anything where they tell you how to think in one way or another, you're not truly free.
That's fair, I guess. Do you have that coffee? Now that I know who you are, I'm a bit more willing to try it.
Sure. It's espresso, though, so I wouldn't take a big gulp.
He will, in fact, take a big gulp.
Okay. Holy crap, there's a lot of whiskey in there.
Do I need to roll stamina?
No, there's just a role play accordingly. There's a lot of whiskey in there.
Ugh. Jesus. Said there's a lot of espresso, not fucking Jameson. What the fuck?
What can I say? That'll get you up in the morning.
Yeah, it'll knock your ass out at night, too. God damn.
I think that's kind of the plan. Tell no one.
There. Yes.
She smiles back at you, and she'll say, hey, look on the eternal bright side. If it all goes to shit, well, we're riding down the toilet tube, we're riding down the pipes together.
I guess that's a plus. Oh, man. I'm a sleepy boy.
Okay. Well, we're about 45 minutes out from where we need to be. If you want to sleep, I'll wake you when we get there.
Nah, it's fine. I'll just be still a sleepy boy in that case, so it'll give me time to wake up.
You do you, sunshine.
Staring at him.
What?
Do you have any cool tricks?
I can access the internet.
Ah, that's cool.
It's kind of cool, I guess.
Let me see your brain!
No.
I mean, how often is it that people just shout, let me see your brain?
To me, fairly often.
Oh yeah, shit, a lot of you use metal, isn't it?
A little bit.
Dude, like, the subdermal plating that's, like, kind of mixed in with the muscle fibers?
She just continues to drive rather nonchalantly.
I'm glad I'm not bottoming out your car. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty heavy.
If you actually look at yourself, you're redistributing gravity.
Oh. That's cool.
I'm not sure if you're doing it consciously or if you're doing it unconsciously.
Pretty sure unconsciously, because I had no idea what was happening up until you said something.
That's entirely life valid, I suppose. But basically, yeah, you probably do. But if you keep balancing yourself out, you probably weigh about the same as an ordinary person. I'd be interested to see if you could invert the effect so you could weigh essentially nothing, but that's just me.
I'm still here, though.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, Tiger had to go away for a minute and it was noisy, so, but I'm still here.
Okay, cool. I need to. She will eventually pull up. You guys will leave the city proper, and you will be pull. You'll pull up outside what appears to just be an ordinary field, in which there is, essentially a. It appears to be a field where they would keep cows. You can kind of see the cows have clustered on the opposite side of the room or the opposite side of the field from where they're working, and you see that there are two large strobe lights that shine down onto a section of the field, where there are approximately 5 or 6 people working in a deep hole in the ground. And she'll say, "Well, we're here. I take it that you need me to carry you over, huh?"
I forgot my crutch. I was half asleep.
Beg your pardon?
I forgot my crutch.
That's fine. Come on, up you get.
Yay! I love piggyback rides.
I'm back now. What did I miss?
We showed up
ba-
at a cafe.
Basically, yeah, I was going to say she brings you outside of the city, approximately about an hour outside the city boundaries because you hit some traffic. You will find yourself at a clandestine field in the middle of nowhere, where you can see that there are cows clustered at one end of the field who are too timid or too afraid to move deeper into the field proper. There are 2 large searcher strobe lights that have been set up in order to provide lighting, and you see about 6 or 7 people moving around what appears to be an impact crater in the ground.
Hyun is going to do that which is required by universal law and moo at the cows.
The cows give no fucks for your mooing.
Well, it looks slightly disappointed.
For the record, I found Magister Alexandros a new picture. I like this picture.
Hey, that does look pretty nice.
You will see Alexandros step out of the crater. There's a small step ladder that you have to use because it's about 7 or 8 feet deep. And he'll say, I see you both arrived in that. You're giving her a pig. Okay. I see you both arrived intact then. Good to see you. Or rather, good to meet you, miss. Do you prefer Minnie or do you prefer another name?
Minnie's good.
It is very agreeable to meet you, Miss Minnie. My name is Magister Alexandros Kigaros. Or Alexandros for short. And it is very agreeable to see you as well, Hyun. I hope that you're well.
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Slightly perplexed, honestly.
Oh.
Would you care to step this way, please? For the record, assume that assume that Mylin will carry you wherever you need to go. But he will kind of walk you over to the lip of the crater, and inside of which you'll see, having impacted itself deeply into the ground, there appears to be some kind of drone or some kind of, it was clearly some kind of flying, you assume some kind of flying drone. However, it's shaped almost, it's very large. It's roughly about the size of your torso, and at the end of it, almost looking like a bee's stinger, there is a huge, huge crystal about the size of your fist at the end of it, behind which there's a barbed spike. The wings appear to have been entirely crushed on impact, and it appears to be listing onto its side ever so slightly. But the gem is a glowing green affair that appears to resonate like vroom, vroom, vroom.
Guess who's about to interrupt matter side?
Yay! I haven't got a. In all honesty, this is a technocratic drone. He'll say as he takes off his glasses and rubs his eyes. I've seen them before, but I've never seen this. I've never seen the crystal, and I've never seen this design before, so I've got no bloody idea what it's there for.
I would like to try and throw a prime sight as well.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
Whenever you hit them with that, I have 2 dice to roll from my matter site. And since I'm fast casting, it's taken 3 seconds to lower that difficulty by 1.
Okay.
Well, casting's only a thing. Okay, yeah. It's the only thing in my combat hero. That still works. You bought.
Oh!
Oh dear. In that case, it is coincidental, so I believe it's only 1 paradox.
I think so.
But does that mean I get to not use matter site?
No, you can try again. You just gain a paradox.
Okay. Ow.
Please make a note of that on your sheet.
Okay, 2 successes that time.
Alright. Can I put it, 1 for duration, 1 to success?
Yep, that's fine. It'll last the scene. Okay, so for Tiger, it has a powerful prime battery. The battery, however, interestingly, is not connected to the gem. The gem itself has its own prime signature and its own power source. Or it doesn't actually have a power source necessarily. It appears to contain its own power. And for Mini, yeah, you look at it over, it appears to be made of a lightweight metal alloy that is probably a steel component blend, but that is, you can tell, been artificially lightened using matter as a general sphere. So that's why it's the size it is, and yet could probably fly relatively quickly. As you look at the crystal, it both is and it isn't there, in the sense of it's not made of matter. It appears to fluctuate in and out of existence.
Huh.
Tiger, question.
Yeah.
Which part of the scene were you did the Leviathan scene? Were you in the engine room or were you in the computer core?
I believe the engine room, because Eliza and Hyun had to, repair the engines.
Oh, yes, you did. You saw the ephemera core being dumped, didn't you?
Yep.
It looked exactly like the green crystal you're seeing.
Okay. Yeah, we should get that to safety.
Can't touch it?
No. Please do not.
Can you elaborate, Apprentice?
When we were on board the Leviathan, we found this. You remember the ephemera cores I was telling you about, Master Alexandros?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll see him take out the pocket watch he has pictured there. He'll point to the thing, he'll click it 3 times. He'll then stop. He'll turn the pocket watch around 360 degrees in his hand, and he'll click it again. Oh dear. Right. I didn't understand why it was the prime core was reacting, or why it was the prime battery was reacting the way it was. It's feeding energy into the crystal. It's trying to artificially detonate it.
Alright.
That explains why it doesn't exist.
What do we do then?
Fuck. I tell you what.
The crystal's trying to escape. I don't know where to, but it keeps phasing.
That makes sense. There is some kind of firewall around the tail. I was able to ascertain that. I tell you what, Hyun, I'm going to try and deactivate the prime battery, and I want you to see if you can release the. I want to see if you can release the component there, the crystal component,
Okay.
whilst I try and deactivate the battery.
Alright. Do you want me to do some hypertech rolls?
Yep, it'll be intelligence hypertech. You will get 3 rolls to generate 10 successes.
Oh dear, okay.
Standard difficulty, if you have hands of Daedalus, it will apply. If you do not,
I
it will
do
not.
not. So, does my prime site help with this in any way?
I'll give you a -1 diff because you can basically see where the energy is flowing.
Oh. Alright, I got 4 successes on the first one.
Nice.
Good start. 4 successes on the second.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a willpower on this last one.
That makes good life sense, yes.
And with the willpower, 4 successes on the last one.
Excellent. Yeah, no, this you do it as if it was. You make it look as if it were easy. You basically get down there. You found the fact that your hands, fun fact, can replicate various different tools when you need them to. Like as in your fingernails can sharpen, your hand can be twisted in to become some kind of screwdriver. You can basically form basic tools with your fingers if you will them to do so, because they're made of metal. It basically will just enable you to do things like this without having a toolkit. Yeah, you are able to, after about 3 minutes work, you are able to stand up victorious with the. It's quite heavy. Holy crap, that's heavy.
Even
It's
with my 4 strength.
Yeah, no, I'm pointing out that literally this is deceptively heavy. It does not look like it should be this heavy.
Gotcha.
It's made of metal.
Beg your pardon?
Well, I mean, yes, but
She said it's made out of metal, so I responded with me too.
Alexandros will stand up and he'll say, right, well, I've managed. Ah, excellent. You did that quicker. You actually beat him in terms of his own time. And he'll say, ah, excellent. Hi. Well, that's fascinating.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how inadequate does he feel right now?
About a 6. He's also not very competitive. He's more Doc Brown than he is, than he is mad other genres of mad scientists who give a fuck. He'll look down his pocket watch and he'll say, "Excellent, and with 30 seconds to spare. Oh, for the record, if we hadn't succeeded, it would have exploded and taken everything in the field with it."
Oh, good. I'm glad we succeeded then.
Can I touch it now?
If you wish to, I suppose.
So, she can poop it.
It feels like a high quality gemstone. It feels as if you're touching something maybe like emerald or sapphire.
Huh. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna sit on the ground.
She'll put you down on the ground.
It's a little heavy, like even for me.
Well, that's the one I'm sitting on the ground, so I can't drop it on my other foot.
Okay.
That raises the question, though. What is this thing? He'll say, looking down at the drone, and why did it have that?
Power source, maybe? Might have been transporting it somewhere.
Possibly? Huh. I will admit that spirits is not necessarily my forte.
Me neither.
Same.
We're the house of making things. We don't tend to go in for, ghosts and goblins. he'll climb out of the pit at this point. He'll kind of rush himself off because he's gotten muddy, and he'll say, "Right, I think the rest of it can be bagged up and sent back to my lab. What should we?"
She's kind of just mumbling to herself about how it's like steel and emerald and fake.
Tiger, do you inform her what that is made of?
Do I know what it's made of?
It's the same thing the ephemera core was made of.
Oh dear, okay. Do you know what powers this? Probably not.
No.
The last time I saw one of these, it was powered by human souls.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
That's not good. Can we let him out? Is there like a valve? And she'll start looking for a valve to let him out.
I don't think there's a valve. I'm trying to think. There is a firewall on it, but I don't think that's what necessarily is keeping them in. I think that's what's streamlining the energy that it's giving off. I honestly don't know.
Second opinion from one of the other houses, maybe?
Possibly. There isn't really a spirit specialist within, or there isn't really an expert spirit mage within about. I can go and I can check. In the meantime, do you feel confident holding on to it?
Sure.
Let me just check something. He hops back down into the pit and he'll say, I have a question. Do you know anyone who's very, very computer savvy?
Not really.
Aren't you a computer?
I mean, yeah, but
Plug into it.
That's not a terrible idea.
we can give it a shot, I guess.
I mean, hang on. I'll power the device with my own energy reserve so we don't reconnect the prime energy battery. If you can plug into it, you might be able to interface with it.
Let's see. I didn't get a good look, so one of you have to look for me. Does my brain have a little thing to hook up to it? And he'll open the back of his head.
It doesn't.
Left sitting on the ground looking down at this giant
It does, in
rope.
fact. It's like a socket, like you put in a microphone amp or a jack for a headphone.
Okay, so I'm imagining like in Shadowrun the little like cyberjack things.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Throw that down to me.
He will do so.
All right. I'm going to connect you to the device in 3, 2, 1. One of your eyes, Tiger, becomes entirely, almost it matrixes in the sense it becomes entirely a line of ones and zeros in concentric order. Until you basically get a status report, massive damage, unable to complete mission. This is typed into your eyesight, into your peripheral vision.
Okay. Hyun is going to try and think something to type it into the. Is there like a command line type thing?
Yes, there is.
Okay. He'll type mission details into the command line.
Gathering of ephemera from extraplanar. It appears to be having problems cogitating. Extraplanar realms. Reserve 100 of 120 full. Return. It gives out and your eyesight returns to normal.
Alright, that was weird.
What?
Popped up with an old DOS kind of command line looking thing. Said it was failing its mission, asked for mission details, and it said it was recovering ephemera from extraplanar realms and had 100 out of 120 reserves filled.
Does that mean what I think it means?
More than likely.
Oh, gods in heaven. Okay. Archangels protect us. All right. Well, that's fun. It would appear, Miss Minnie, you're literally holding about 100 souls in your hands.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
We gotta get. She'll say, "We gotta get this to somebody who can get them free, though." Right?
Yes, that seems like an excellent idea. He'll look at Hyunigan and say, "Do you know a spirit specialist?"
I've heard of a couple, but I haven't met many personally.
Okay. Because the only ones I could take it to, I'd have to leave the city to get to. I don't want to take that traveling just in case anything happens. So I tell you what, I'm going to leave that to you. I'm sure you can find someone to crack the proverbial egg open for us.
And if I don't, I'm sure I can get a hold of somebody who does know.
Yes, I don't think they're going anywhere. However, I think it's much better that we have them than the Mechno-Technos.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna look at it with prom sight.
Okay, roll your bones.
Yes.
Two successes.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Once again, it has a very powerful but very alien prime signature. If you've ever beheld spirits or spirit essence before, or anything wraithy or shadowlandsy, it looks very similar to that and how its prime signature works. However, other than that, it is a very powerful prime signature. Actually, I should amend my statement. Now that you know what to look for, Tiger, it is in fact multiple prime signatures smashed together.
Oh dear. That's fun.
Right, well, I tell you what, I'll have you driven back to the city in that case. We're going to be here for the rest of the night getting this extricated out of the muck. So that's going to be my night. Oh well. But yes, we'll get you back. See if you can get that. See if you can find someone who might be able to break open that so that we can send those people on to the hereafter or whatever. And yes, we have a plan. It is a vague plan, but by God, it's all we've got.
It's definitely something we got.
I mean, it's better than the contrary. At which point, Kim, you will feel yourself being lifted up as the person giving you a piggyback stands up again. Come on, then. I'll make sure you get back to the city, okay?
Aw, thank you. And she like hugs her neck and like snuggles.
She will reciprocate with a kind of a head nuzzle. She's a nice person.
So is me.
All right then. Come on, the pair of you. We'll get you back safe and sound. Don't worry about it. And it's back to the DeLorean we go. She will drive you back to the city. When you both return, it'll be about 3 o'clock in the morning. You will both fall into bed. And both of you will have very, very fitful dreams. After all, 100 souls in your hands. That's a great weight to place on anyone's shoulders. And with that, we will end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.